Hi, I'm Earl Butch Graves Jr., CEO of Black Enterprise. Welcome to the 6th annual Black Enterprise Be Smart Hackathon, hosted by our friends from American Airlines. Joining me today is Earl Barnes, Managing Director of Applications and Technology Infrastructure. And we are coming to you from the brand new American Airlines headquarters, Skyview, here in Fort Worth, Texas. We are extremely proud to assemble HBCU students from across our nation for this virtual Be Smart Hackathon. Our theme, Tech Superheroes Unite. Yes, it is a tribute in part to our fallen true life superhero, the late acclaimed actor Chadwick Boseman, an HBCU grad who exemplified selflessness, dedication, and courage in the face of adversity. Moreover, his portrayal of the iconic Black Panther, protector of the fictional, technologically advanced African nation of Wakanda, vividly communicated the virtues of Black excellence and innovation. For the first time, this year's hackathon, an all-virtual event, a necessity due to a global pandemic that has altered how we all live, work, and connect. These unprecedented challenges have inspired you to push your technical abilities and capacity to adapt. Rather than allow yourselves to fall back, each of you is moving forward. Your participation in this virtual hackathon signals your determination to advance, and Earl and I applaud you. For our part, both Black Enterprise and American Airlines remain just as committed to investing in young people of color and the rich contributions of our HBCUs. Our partnership goes back decades. This year, Black Enterprise celebrates 50 years of our multimedia company. American Airlines was one of our original charter advertisers. My father, BE founder Earl G. Graves Sr., served for many years on the board of directors, and the airline named its Diversity Leadership Award in his honor. The foundations of our partnership was and remains a shared belief in the power of opportunity. The Be Smart Hackathon is an extension of that alliance, creating exciting opportunities for your peers. Impressed by the young talent that participated in last year's competition, American Airlines recently hired 14 HBCU graduates for its IT department in the midst of the COVID economy, and half of those are women. In short, Black Enterprise, with its dedication to excellence and innovation, is moving forward. American Airlines and its commitment to diversity and opportunity is moving forward. Our essential, indispensable HBCUs are moving forward. And most importantly, you, today's tech superheroes, are moving forward beyond the trials and tribulations of 2020. Thank you for your participation. I know you have a great experience ahead of you. With that, I turn the proceedings over to Earl. He is a valued friend of the Be Smart Hackathon and a tremendous advocate for introducing young tech talent to the airline industry. Welcome, Earl.
Thanks, Butch. American Airlines is excited to partner with Black Enterprise to host the Be Smart Hackathon for the 3rd consecutive year. Today's hackathon is 4 times bigger than last year, with over 200 students representing more than 20 schools. Look at all these schools. Find your school. To help with the latest technology, some of our trusted partners are here to help the teams create innovative applications. These partners also hosted technical workshops to give the students the latest training that will help you and your teams create the winning application. Now let's talk about winning. The winning prize this year, the top prize, is 500,000 Advantage Miles. Think about it, 500,000 Advantage Miles. That's enough for 2 round-trip tickets to any place in Europe for each team member of the winning team. In addition, each of our partners have also added great prizes they will award that uses their technology in their applications. So the more partners you tag to your project, the more chances you have to win. But listen, it's not all about winning. The main reason we host this hackathon is to help graduating HBCU students find a great job after graduation. American and our partners have talent teams here throughout the event to talk about career opportunities. Don't miss out on this chance to launch the start of your career. So let's make this a great success, learn a lot, build your network, have fun. We're so happy to have you here. Now, before we get hacking, I'd like to introduce you to our keynote speaker. She's the Dean of the Erik Jonsson School of Engineering and Computer Science at UT Dallas. She's also a graduate from North Carolina A&T. Please welcome Dr. Stephanie G. Adams. Dr. Adams.
Hello, and thank you, Earl, for the introduction, and thanks to American Airlines for the invitation to join you today. I am honored to have been asked to serve as the keynote speaker for the 6th annual Black Enterprise Smart Hackathon, hosted by American Airlines and their technology partners. As a proud honor graduate of North Carolina A&T State University, I am pleased that Black Enterprise and American Airlines have joined forces to create this experience for our HBCU students. HBCUs have and continue to play a significant role in the education and training of Blacks or African Americans since the first one, Cheyney University, was founded in 1837. HBCUs were created to give Black students an opportunity to obtain a higher education when many other schools wouldn't, or the laws of some states forbid it. There's no doubt in my mind that I would not be where I am today had it not been for A&T. As I prepared this address, I asked my mom and dad why they each chose their beloved Norfolk State to pursue their studies. In my mom's case, she was smart enough to go anywhere, but the laws in Virginia prohibited her from doing so. She received a half scholarship to go to either of the two HBCUs in the state, Norfolk State or Virginia State. She chose Norfolk State. In my dad's case, he was a marginal student who needed to rely on Norfolk State's open admissions policy and the benevolence of his aunt, who allowed him to sleep on her sofa for 4 years. In my case, I tried a predominantly white university for my freshman year, and though I did well, I never quite fit in. You see, I was the black-white kid, you know, the one too black for whites and too white for blacks. But at A&T, none of that seemed to matter. That's the true charm of the HBCU. For more than 100 years, HBCUs have provided a culture of caring that prepares us to contribute to our communities, that builds our confidence, and gives us the essential skills to have successful careers. They prepared me to successfully function as a Black woman in America. At the turn of this century, HBCUs played a significant role in the production of Blacks or African Americans earning degrees in STEM. A 2002 National Science Foundation report stated that HBCUs are responsible for 40% of the bachelor's degrees awarded to African Americans in STEM fields. A 2019 NSF report, Women, Minorities, and Persons with Disabilities in Science and Engineering, found that 25% of Black or African American graduates with STEM degrees came from HBCUs, and that HBCUs are the institution of origin for over 25% of Black or African American graduates of science and engineering doctoral programs. Though the number has dropped since 2002 at the bachelor's level, I suspect that given our current climate in the country, we will see a change in this number. HBCUs have produced some of the most influential Black scientists and engineers: astronaut Ronald McNair, Hidden Figures Katherine Johnson, Mary Jackson, and Dorothy Vaughan, Super Soaker inventor Lonnie Johnson, and GPS inventor Gladys West, to name a few. Not only have HBCUs consistently produced STEM and community leaders, but they are also producing leaders of the future, such as yourselves. As our country grows more and more technological, and companies such as IBM, MasterCard, HP, NVIDIA, and American Airlines look for talent, they will continue to rely heavily on the HBCU for its production of talented scientists, technologists, engineers, and mathematicians. When I think of my own journey and what has made me successful, it has been my ability to network and to seize each and every opportunity that came my way. When I looked at the website for this event, I was excited for each of you. Your participation this weekend affords you the following opportunities: to attend workshops to grow your technical skills, to network and build relationships with mentors from American Airlines, to interact with American Airlines and their tech partners, GitHub, Google, Microsoft, and Teradata, to name a few, to get fast-tracked into internships or full-time job opportunities, to contribute your intellect in defining and preparing for the future of airline travel, and finally, the chance to win 100,000 frequent flyer miles. As someone who flew almost 200,000 miles last year, who is currently scared to get on a plane, we need your ideas, ingenuity, and solutions to tackle this important problem, the future of travel. This is an incredible opportunity you have before you. Speaking of opportunity, I'm reminded of a story my dad's mentor, the first president of Norfolk State, used to say on the subject. Dr. Brooks said, opportunity was a man, today I know he would add, or woman, running hard and fast towards you. He would go on to say this man or woman was bald with the exception of a lock of hair at the front of his or her forehead, and that if you didn't grab your opportunity as it approached you, you would miss it, and all you have was a bald head. I'm so glad that over 200 of you chose to seize this opportunity today. I truly believe that seizing opportunities has made all the difference in my life. Many people would not have gone to Lincoln, Nebraska, let alone stayed for 10 years for their first job. But because I did, I was fast-tracked into university administration. And at the age of 50, I was the second African-American woman named dean of a college of engineering at a predominantly white university. It was that job and my vast network that landed me at the University of Texas at Dallas, the second fastest growing university for the last 10 years, leading the largest school at UTD, and managing an enterprise topping $100 million. Robert Frost ends his famous poem, The Road Not Taken, with the following words: two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. When I chose my path, a career in STEM, a road less traveled for African American women, I did not know what to expect. But this decision has taken me all around the world, afforded me an incredible life full of excitement, fun, and freedom, and rewarded me in ways I can't even begin to describe. My paternal grandfather always said, learn how to meet and greet people, which was his way of telling us about networking. Networking will help you develop and improve your skill set, stay on top of the latest trends in your industry, keep a pulse on the job market, meet prospective mentors, partners, and clients, and gain access to the necessary resources that will foster your career development. Experts agree that the most connected people are often the most successful. When you invest in your relationships, personal and professional, it will pay dividends throughout the course of your career. So take the time to build meaningful relationships with those in your professional circle, so when the time comes to search for work, you can tap into those valuable connections for referrals, insights into job leads, and other valuable information. I can't begin to tell you how fortunate I've been based on the networking I've done, but I'll try to give you one example. In 2004, I decided I wanted to become a university president. I would basically tell everyone who would listen that this is what I wanted to do. One day I'm at my office and an email popped in inviting me to a Women of Color leadership conference at Brown University. I immediately shared the email with a friend that I also knew wanted to become a president. Looking at the invitation, it was clear that most of the currently sitting Black, Hispanic, American Indian, and Asian women presidents would be at this conference over the 3 or 4 days. My friend inquired about going to the conference only to learn it was an invitation-only event. To this day, I have no idea who gave my name, but it certainly had to be someone in my network. To that person, I simply say thank you, and I hope that I've made you proud. When I tell you that that was a life-changing event for me, oh my gosh, I'm still connected to so many of those women that I met back in 2004. The work that you all will do today, though it's done under the auspice of fun, is pivotal in our society as we seek to return to some normalcy with regards to travel while anticipating what future travel might look like. As I prepare to end my remarks, I'm reminded of a quote attributed both to the Dalai Lama and African proverb. If you think you are too small to make a difference, try sleeping with a mosquito. Now I'm sure you're thinking, is she really going to talk to us about mosquitoes? After all, they are the most annoying little things that we spend quite a bit of time trying to kill. This little annoying thing that has existed for over 100 million years can actually teach us a few things. First, the mosquito teaches us to never give up. Mosquitoes spend a lot of time trying to find a spot to land on our ears, back, arms, and legs so that they might survive. What would happen if it gave up after one pass? We too must make multiple passes at things. When I came out of high school, I was told I couldn't be an engineer, and today they call me dean. So figure out what you want to do and go for it. Secondly, the mosquito teaches us not to underestimate. We tend to underestimate things or people because of their appearance, size, or any other external feature or quality we may or may not like. The mosquito might be small, but it can be lethal. And finally, the mosquito teaches us to take risk. Every time the mosquito wants to eat, it must take a risk. It must enter into a fight with a much bigger entity. It takes courage to take on something the size of a human when you're the size of a mosquito. We must break out of our comfort zones to fulfill our dreams and have the things we want in life. Einstein once said, "A ship is always safe at shore, but that's not what it was built for." Each of us, you and I, were built to leave the comforts of the shoreline. Each of you was built and prepared by your respective HBCUs to be bold and courageous. But most importantly, you were built to lead. So enjoy your day, happy hacking, and now back to Jonathan and Siri.